third down. Here's Hurts. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Packers offense and Drake London set to take over once more. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Left side in the hands of London. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Second and 8 at the 30-yard line.
On second down, Love. He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. From the 41, here's second and 8. On play action, Love. That one, top, that's Matthew. First and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. Set to go now on first and 10.
Packers first down.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the Eagles' 36.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 3-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They've got it second down and 12 to go. Here's a short pass. That's Higgins, the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 3.
From the gun, it's Love. That is pulled in at the 5. And he will score! Savion Williams. Touchdown, Packers. His 4th TD grab of the season.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Second and 10. At the 23.
Now Hurts going to call his own number. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
You know, Mike, it's funny when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket. When you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. On second down, Barkley. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
First down. A gain of 12.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short game.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Packers have recovered the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Packers offense and Drake London set to take over once more. As we move deeper in the season, he continues to put up the big numbers week after week. And you see it manifest there, the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Ooh! And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Andrew Makuba on the coverage.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. 15 yards through the air. First down, Packers.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Going to lose a yard.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but When you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. Here's Love. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Brings up third and goal.
Throwing here on third and goal. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. To throw on second down is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's hard. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Eagles.
On third down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At the 20.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal. To throw is Hurts. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone. Because as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Love. Right side and brought in by Williams. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Love.
36 yards.
Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. On 1st down, it's Love. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Love to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Moving outside the pocket, Packers going to use their final timeout now as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On 2nd down, Love. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. To throw is Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And he runs with it. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a 1st down.
That's good.
Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Hurts. This one on target for Johnson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will tie this game up. Halftime coming up. We'll get you now to Scott Hanson, our EA Sports halftime report. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. The Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the game.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Love. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
That's good.
They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
Out of bounds down at the 7-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he will do it himself. He's in. Guarded. Love. Touchdown. Green Bay. His 2nd TD of the game. And this one gives his team the lead.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. And that ball incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, the quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the Eagles' 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Man in motion is Smith. The fake to give, now it's Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Hurts. Going for it all. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Packers set to kick this one away. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. A fair catch taken here. And it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
On play action, here's Hurts. Moving to his left.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Through the run at the 35. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Eagles.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Man in motion is Smith. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. 3rd, they need 8. Throwing is Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here comes the Eagles punt team.
Formation for the Eagles.
That's fielded at about the 18. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
2nd down throw for Love. Here's a short pass. That's Higgins, the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. They'll start on the ground with Barkley, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
And they've really really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
The defense not fighting. They stay at home. They tackle him for no gain.
It's now 3rd and 8.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Eagles, first down.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Packers' 11-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the left side, he's got Tolbert. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
Hurts again. That one taken in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The return starts from the 5. Packers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. On play action, Love. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
McWilliams there defensively.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. And they will finally run him down. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
And they finally take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 9-yard line. A run on 1st and goal. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Love. And he's close to the goal line, but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here is Shipley on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Now Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. They're all set to punt this one away. They're forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense head back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he had. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Big slant into the hands of Golden. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. And what effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Here is Shipley on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do to try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Pass caught by Tolbert. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
10 yards. That's good for the Eagles.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. And in motion is Brown. Caught by Saquon. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. To the air again. Hurts. He takes off. And they'll take this down inside the 35. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Hurts now. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now Hurts going to do it himself. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Saquon going to try to run it in. A dive, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is successful. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But 1 first down will essentially end the game. Up the sideline to the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Should all but put this one away, Mike, and we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short, because they're going to stay out and go for 2. Now run. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. It's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That's caught over the middle by Johnson. 10 yards. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Hurts. Quick shot caught by Tolbert on the slant. Here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Again, Hurts. He'll go right back to Tolbert. He's done it again. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And an Eagles.
Hurts will try it again. This one on target for Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He'll get up and clock it, and does it with just a little over 40 seconds to play. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's caught by Tolbert, right side. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can before third down. And in motion is Brown. And they'll throw here with Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
He'll get up and stop it here. The spike comes with 19 seconds to go. To throw on second down is Hurts. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
40, Eagles 35.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. Love will take a knee. That ought to do it. So, it's a win for the Packers. And with an open date on the schedule next week, we'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time.